The Dalai Lama celebrated his 90th birthday on Sunday, surrounded by thousands of followers who flocked to the Himalayan town of Dharamshala. This is where the spiritual leader of Tibetan Buddhism has lived in exile since he fled Chinese rule in Tibet in 1959. He sat before a packed audience that included hundreds of red-robed monks and nuns who braved incessant rain to see him. Dressed in a traditional robe and a flowing yellow wrap, the Dalai Lama was escorted to the temple courtyard by a group of monks. The birthday party capped a week of celebrations, during which the Nobel Peace Prize winner said he plans to reincarnate after his death, ending years of speculation that he might be the last person to hold the role. The celebration was also attended by hundreds of followers from around the world, including Hollywood movie star Richard Gere. "He is the most extraordinary man to ever walk on this planet," said Gere, as the crowd broke into a rapturous applause.
What a joyous, joyous day to celebrate this extraordinary life of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. But also the presence of all the extraordinary people here, the spiritual community, the secular community, all these wonderful diplomats and representatives from around the world come here to pay their respects to one of the most extraordinary people who have ever walked on this planet. Now, I know His Holiness famously doesn't really care that much about birthdays, but we care about birthdays. But especially this birthday. I know from His Holiness's point of view, every moment is a birthday. Every breath is a birthday. Every heartbeat is a birthday. And that's what He's taught us. And that's what we should be living, with this openness and love and compassion for all beings. I mean, my own life was a pretty typical Western life. And I think I'm speaking for all of the Westerners who are watching this online right now, or however you watch these things. We've never seen someone like this, who totally embodies selflessness, complete love and compassion and wisdom. We've never seen a human being like this. And I grew up a Christian, and certainly we understood compassion from our teacher, Jesus Christ. But I don't think we've understood this combination of compassion and wisdom until we encountered His Holiness the Dalai Lama. So I'm going to keep this really short because there's so many speakers. But Your Holiness, on behalf of all of us and as Westerners, there was something very sweet that I saw at a religious conference a few days ago after the proclamation that His Holiness agreed to continue the institution of the Dalai Lama. But many of the lamas who spoke out when there was an open discussion were openly declaring, look, His Holiness the Dalai Lama doesn't belong to Tibet anymore. His Holiness belongs to the world. And he belongs to the universe. And although this body, this extraordinary, precious body of His Holiness the Dalai Lama is now 90 years old, of course, His Holiness is Chenrezig. He's outside of time and space, beyond all concept. The most extraordinary biped to ever walk on this planet. Thank you, Your Holiness.